This video will help you get familiar with the Continuing Education Workbook. This workbook is designed to manage the continuing education forms for 100 drivers. Before using this form, you should be familiar with the Continuing Education Certification Renewal Instructions here and the Utah School Bus Driver LEA requirements. Both these forms are available on the USBE Pupil Transportation website. When you first open the workbook, you'll notice at the top there's a security warning that macros have been disabled. Click the Enable Content box. This will allow the sorting tools to work properly. Each continuing education form has a driver information section at the top, a required courses section, and a section for documenting continuing education. This form also totals credits by year, as well as provides a 5-year total. The dashboard worksheet provides you with oversight of your drivers in one location. It collects information from each individual driver form and displays it in a format that you can easily monitor. The selection arrows can be used to find forms within the worksheet. Because the sheet has 100 forms, it can be difficult because you can't see them all at once. Right-click on the sheet selection arrows. This opens the Active Sheet dialog box. This dialog box gives you a quick way to select which tabs or worksheet is active. Another way is from the dashboard page. If you have a concern about a specific driver, instruction date, or training, you can double-click the cell. This sheet is a protected sheet and populates from the driver form. You'll get a warning box. By clicking OK, it will transfer you to the referenced form and cell you had in question. The first step on the continuing education form is to rename the worksheet. By double-clicking the Worksheet tab, you are then allowed to edit the name. Then, add your driver information to the top section. Add the driver's license number and the CDL expiration date. When you add the expiration date, it populates the date ranges and credits for the 5 years. Next, fill out the answer box. Was the driver caught up on instruction as of July 1st, 2019? Select yes or no. If the driver was current and you selected yes, it populates transition year credits on line 34. This number represents the credits accrued prior to July 1st, 2019, the transition date for continuing education. If you selected no, no transition credits are awarded. Catch-up courses and instruction after July 1st should be documented below. The required course section is built from the LEA requirements. This section was added to help collect dates and credits from the required courses listed in the Utah School Bus Driver LEA requirements. As a bus driver takes a course, the date and credits are added. If the driver, John, was to take a course on bloodborne pathogens instruction on October 9th of 2019 for 30 minutes, I had to enter the date and determine the credits for the course. In this example, I'm awarding half a credit. I'm going to add some additional instruction dates and credits for this example. This section for performance reviews should be filled out after the driver's annual review. Based on director approval, drivers may be awarded a maximum of 2 credits per year for exemplary performance reviews. This may include exemplary driving history and/or exemplary public relations. The continuing education section of the worksheet is for adding instruction received throughout the year. From our professional development session 2, we used an example. In that example, we identified training on 8/19/19 for loading and unloading student safety. This was a 1-hour course, and we're going to give 1 credit for that. We also did instruction on emergency procedures. As you enter driver instruction, this automatically populates the total credits within the date ranges. The dashboard is where you see all the drivers in one place. It has conditional formatting to help you identify required instruction that is ready to be renewed. The orange highlighted cells are 90-day warnings to an expiration date, and the red are expired dates. In this case, drug and alcohol training has been over a year since the previous drug and alcohol training. The credits in cells F through K highlight red when yearly instruction is below 10 credits and the total credits are lower than 50. For this next example, I'm going to simulate filling out multiple continuing education forms. As you can see, this sheet gets filled with conditional formatting. There are 3 macro buttons that can help monitor your drivers. The Sort by Name button sorts your drivers by last name alphabetically. The Sort by CDL Expiration button sorts your drivers by oldest expired dates to newest. The Sort by Courses button sorts columns L through AK by expired dates, oldest to newest, and then warnings, oldest to newest. In this example, you can see there is lots of highlighted cells. I did this to demonstrate the capabilities of the dashboard. As you update your driver forms, it will update the dashboard and the highlight. As a driver renews their CDL license, the total credit should be greater than 50. This number will be reported on the Form E after December 15th, 2019. It's a good idea to keep a copy of this for your records. You could either print the form out on paper, or if you choose to print as an Adobe PDF, you can save the file wherever you would like. Once you print or save the file, you'll be able to access the recertification form and use it as your documentation. At this point, you can update the CDL expiration date. As you can see, the credits then zero back out. You can continue to document any new trainings on your form, and it will automatically populate the credits for those date ranges. This will be an easy way to continue to monitor and keep your drivers up to date.